What's up, everybody? It's your girl Jen Jen, and it is a beautiful day for some great love, some great motivation, some great things, and just laughter, just some good vibes, and just the love on your beautiful and awesome self. So, it is a blessed day, and I'm so grateful to be alive, so grateful for everybody that has been coming to the channel, subscribing to the channel, and I'm so thankful for everybody who these videos have been blessing. And I'm just so grateful that I have this safe space, where I can speak my truth and I can just share and love on you guys, right? So today I'm going to be speaking about something that I've seen outside of my space, inside of my space, and it is body shaming. Yes, body shaming. Now, I'm gonna share a bit of my personal story with you guys. And growing up as a child to teenager, young adolescent, even into adulthood, I have always been, up until recently, I've always been very skinny as a teenager. Very flat chest, flat bottom, just no hips, straight sides, looking like a 2 before. I've always been very skinny as a child. And when I got to university, I remember that I weighed the same from around 2013 to about 2017. I did not tip the scale, not even a second. I weighed the same, 145 pounds. That was it. I didn't put on any more. And I was still quite straight, I started to see a little bit of curvature, but I was still very straight. And I remember when I was a teenager, and there were so many things that I hated about my body because I didn't look as how society, said that I should look. I didn't like my nose. Love it now, mwah, right? Didn't like my nose, didn't like my forehead, didn't like my toes. I would not wear slippers unless it's in the yard. I would not wear skirts because I thought my knees were knocked, and I just didn't like a lot of things about myself. And I remember, I think around when I got to around 16, 17, I remember I got this super boost of self-confidence. I don't know where I got it from at first, but over the years I realized that it was God. And I just found this level of confidence that was next to none. And I basically didn't stop. And I remember my sisters would always say to me, especially Amanda, I love your self-confidence. I wish I have your level of self-confidence. I praise my sisters all the time. Looking at the three of us, I have two beautiful sisters, and looking at all three of us, you would think that I'm the youngest one, because they're all more figure than I am, and curvy and voluptuous and all that, and I was always the skinny one. And I remember up until recently, I got to a point where somebody who was really important in my life said something to me. And she said to me, what, I remember I was saying to her that normally I would eat and my tummy would get a little bit high, and then once the food is digested, it goes right down, like flat as a penny. And I said to her the other day, I said, my tummy is not going back down as flat as it normally does. And she said, you know what, because I yam too much. And anybody knows me, guys, anybody who knows me knows that I love food. Love. Jesus, I love food. Love it bad. Love it. I don't love food, I love food. Like, there's no V in it, it's just a B. I love food, right? So I am a food ambassador. I always say it, and anybody who knows me knows that I can yam. I can chew it down, right? And when she said that to me, I literally kind of like fell into a little trance. Like, I wasn't eating for a little while. I was literally like starving myself because I felt insecure again. I feel it coming up like something coming to choke me, and I was like, you know, what is this? And I caught up to myself, and I was like, no, hell no, no, no. I love you, and I applaud you for being in my life, and you have helped me a great deal. But now you're stepping over your boundaries, because now you want to tell me that, you know, I'm eating too much. No, I'm not eating too much. I'm not obese. I'm not overweight for my height. I'm 5'7". You know, I'm not underweight either. I'm not malnourished. And coming from a place of being anemic in university to the point where I almost needed blood transfusion, you know, don't tell me that I'm eating too much. Don't tell me that any of that, because I had to fight tooth and nail for my red blood cells to come back to a place where they are acceptable, you know, in the scientific world. And I struggled. And so for somebody to impose on me, to tell me that I'm eating too much, for me to take that on, worse because it's somebody that I look up to, you know, I felt a bit away. I started to feel insecure again. I started to, you know, look at my body, and I'm like, maybe I am getting too fat. And I'm like, no, to hell with that. I'm not getting too fat. I am beautiful and bountiful and blessed. And know that God has now said, yes, it's your time for all your curves to come out in the right space and the right dimension and the right everywhere. Listen, I am so thankful to God. I remember going somewhere about a year ago, and a male looked at me and he said, don't get offensive, but I'm going to ask you something. Is it real? And I looked at him very doubtful. I'm like, what is what real? Because I'm like, what is he talking about? And he said, your bottom, it real? I said, was it really? Yes. I said, listen, I don't have no receipt for anything on me except my clothes. Anything you see me with is what God give me. I didn't buy any, I didn't borrow any. Right? And that was where it started to dawn on me. And persons have asked me after that, because persons have been like, your body just come out overnight. I'm like, no, it never come out overnight. It did take a little time come out. But now that it come out, like, boom, yeah, everybody started see it. It did it. It was coming out. I saw it. I felt it. Clothes start get tight. Change wardrobe and all them something there. Yeah. So I notice that a lot of women have been body shaming other women. If you're too fat, you're too fat. If you're too skinny, you're too skinny. And if you drop somewhere in the middle, it's still not sufficient for some people. Now, I will say this with no apologies. I am blessed, I am beautiful, and I'm bountiful. And from the crown of my hair, see there, all mine, to the soles of my feet, can't really put up my foot on the seat still. Probably can't go back down. Just kidding, right? But I am blessed, and so is every other woman. Stop body shaming other women. And I'm not just saying this from men. I'm saying from women who are body shaming other women, right? If you're too big, then you're too big. It's sickening, and it is stifling, and not every woman has the guts to fight back or to say, stop, I don't like it. Don't do it. I see mothers who should be nurturers and caregivers are verbally assaulting their own girl child because they're saying, oh, you're too fat, or you're too skinny, or you need to put on some more breasts. I'm like, no, because I have friends right now who are big breasted, and they didn't do breast augmentation or nothing like that. They are just blessed from birth. And right now, she has back pains just from the weight that she carries on her chest. And some persons would see that and envy her. And she's like, no, I want to give it because it hurts. It makes my back hurt. She can't wear normal bras. She has to get bras with thick straps just to support the weight on her breast, on her chest. So can we stop body shaming each other? Can we stop? If a woman is in uncomfortable in her skin and you go and say something about it, all you're going to do is confirm her insecurities. All you're going to do is to say, hey, you're not beautiful, and then she was already thinking it. So all you do is to exacerbate the situation. You're not helping. So if you don't have anything good to say, as my grandmother would always say, rest her soul, do not say anything. Do not say it. Because not every woman has the sustenance. Not every woman is secure in themselves for you to say something and they just dismiss it like water rolling off a banana leaf. No. Not every woman can do that. So let us not body shame each other. If a woman is big boned, then she's big boned. And she's curvy, she's beautiful, she's healthy. Let her be. If she's skinny like my little finger, let her be. Let her be. Not everybody was meant to be big boned. And not everybody was meant to be tiny boned. And not everybody was meant to be medium boned. Some persons are on the bigger end of the spectrum. Some persons are on the smaller end of the spectrum. Some persons are closer to the smaller end. Some persons are in the middle of the... Listen. The Bible says that we are fearfully and wonderfully made. And wherever part of the spectrum you fall, let me tell you something, my sisters. You are beautiful. You are bountiful. You are blessed. You are curvy. You are voluptuous. You are intelligent. You're smart. You have wits. You have talent. You are gifted. You are gracious. You are bountiful. You are awesome. You're fierce. You're fantastic. You're ferocious. You're wonderful. You're mystical. You're magical. You're loving. You are amazing. You're simply the best. Can nobody do it like you? If your cheekbones are fat and rosy, then you are awesome. If they're skinny and flat, then you're still awesome. If your lips curve or they're straight or however they may be, you are still awesome. If your nose spread out like mine, like flatbridge, you're still awesome. Listen to me. I don't care, because God didn't make any mistake when he made you. If you're flat-chested, you're awesome. If you're big-busted, you're awesome. If you're a B, a A, a C, a D, you are awesome. And if somehow you fall into an F or a G, you're still awesome. Your girls are fabulous. Listen to me. If you have muscles or flab, you're still awesome. You are still awesome. If your eyebrows are bushy like mine, you're still awesome. If you have kink in your hair like mine, you're still awesome. If you're Caucasian or Indian or whatever, Chinese, you are still awesome. If you have flat booty, no booty, high booty, you're still awesome. Listen, if you have legs long like a giraffe, you are awesome. If they're short like a dwarf, you're still awesome. If your teeth are crooked or they're straight, you're still awesome. If you got a smile that can illuminate the entire world, you're awesome. If you have dimples, because according to my sister, your cheekbones are weak, you're still awesome. I don't care. You're awesome. You are awesome. Every inch of you are awesome. From your Rudy to your Tootie, you're awesome. If you're intellectually smart, you're awesome. If you're artistically smart, you're awesome. As I said to somebody the other day, I can't draw to save my life, but I'm verbally artistic. You're awesome. You are awesome. So let nobody body shame you. Let nobody tell you that you're not worth it. Let nobody tell you that you are not enough, because you are. It's a lie. You're insecure, and that's not my problem. But don't try to body shame me. Don't try to put me in a box because I don't fit into what you think I should fit into. That's right, I cannot fit because I wasn't made to fit in, darling. I was made to stand the heck out, and that's exactly what I'm doing. So if you have a problem with all my light, don't worry. Get yourself some shades because I ain't dimming my light to please nobody. You're going to see me distances away. My light will let you know I'm coming. Hey, queens. Hey, darlings. Sweethearts. Princesses. Lovies. Nanas. You're gracious. Beautiful. I don't care if you're 16 or 65. I don't care if you're 15 or 95. I don't care if you are 40, 20, 21, or even 19. Wherever you stand, you are a queen. Bye. Lovies. Arch Talks with Jan Jan. Turning brokenness into ministries and stories into stepping stones, overcoming mountains and